Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Middle Ground. Happy 2023. I'm Caroline.
I'm Joe. I'm so glad we're here.
How you're holding your mic like that?
You like it?
Yeah.
I like it. It's
like
comfortable.
You're shouting.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Shouting at
Sorry,
the
guys, if you
rooftops.
feel like I'm yelling at you. I made it louder instead of softer. Okay. Matt and I got, if you're ever interested in coming to our house to record now,
Of course.
we got entire mic stands and like we have like a
I
real
saw that. I was jelly
setup.
beans.
Like it just sits in front of my mouth. It's life-changing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is life-changing.
Not really. I mean, this
is fine.
totally fine. It does not bother me at all. But it is very different.
That's fun.
Like I'm not thinking about my sound
yeah,
at all.
you're just like talking.
Yeah. And we moved a table in. Like we have a table that we
Nice.
sit at now.
I like
don't
your
know.
olive branch thing. I want one of those.
My olive tree. Yeah, that I don't know if I'm going to leave that there or not. It's from G's room.
Yeah, I remember it.
And so I really would like to move it back into her room. But I need something there because if there's nothing behind us, it looks real
dull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Adds a little something.
I'm going to keep working on that. But I can't put my fig tree there because what I'm putting in our bedroom is a fig tree, like a real one. But that corner wouldn't be the best corner for a fig tree to actually live. Maybe it would be fine.
Like you think it wouldn't survive?
I think it would have a tougher time.
What's
like
a fig
it
tree
wouldn't
look like?
get as good of light. I'll have to show
Does it
you
have
a
figs on it?
picture.
Was that
They
stupid?
can.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That is what a fig is
Okay,
from.
I was
Yeah.
like,
But generally, if you're a houseplant variety of fig plant, generally they're not going to grow figs.
yeah.
I guess at least where we live.
Yeah.
I'm sure in
I
other
don't
parts
know
of the
anything about
country.
that. My plants, though, are thriving.
I'm proud
I've
of
seen
you.
them.
I have.
Yeah. They're very nice. I need to, like, get my, what's it called? Monstera
Yeah.
sorted out because he's a little big.
We need to get you it depends on what you want to do. We talked about this. So I was at Caroline's house. I don't know. I haven't seen you in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Literally.
Which is
Your nails are so
wild.
pretty.
Thanks. Wow.
So cute.
Caroline's being really nice to me today. Wow. Okay.
No.
It's the Hailey Bieber nail,
Yeah, it's cute.
which I didn't know was a thing. I don't know where I've been. I don't know. Don't
okay.
ask me.
It's okay.
I went in and I didn't know what I wanted. And my nail person was like, "You haven't done the Hailey Bieber nail yet." And I was like,
Tell me more.
like, sign me up. Sure.
They're really cute.
So
yeah,
anyway.
people do them in different colors now, too.
I know. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to do a darker color next time I go because
Those
why
look
not?
very wedding-y. Like, that's a good
They
wedding.
do look very bridal.
Yeah,
It would be a good
bridal,
bridal
yeah.
nail. Where was I?
You're at my house and talk about plants.
Oh, yeah. I was at her house and her Monstera is thriving. It's humongous. And so, but it's so big that it's getting kind of out of control.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about what we're going to do to control it.
Yeah.
Whether you want to do like a lattice so that it grows up and all in one direction or like.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going for because it's fine. Like, I like it big, but the only, like, problem really is Frankie, when she wags her tail, it, like, hits it.
Well, and I think for the placement of where you have it, you could, because the thing about putting it on a lattice that people
Well, now
don't.
it's by where the Christmas tree is. Like, it was there, and then I moved it there for the Christmas tree. So now it's, like, bigger.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same
I may
size.
change my mind. But the hard part about having it there, I'm going to have to come and look at it and like kind of mess with
Assess
it. But the hard part about whenever you do it on a lattice is if you're putting its back to a window, the plant wants to grow toward the window.
Yeah, well, the good thing about it being the corner is that there's a window there and a window there.
Right. And so we're going to have to put the back of it to the correct window. We're going to have to be really thoughtful about which way is south, north,
Yeah, all
east,
things.
south, west. We'll talk about it. Anyway,
Anyways,
welcome back, guys.
welcome back. We missed ya.
Did you miss us going on tangents about plants?
Join Joe's, do you still have your plant Facebook?
I do.
Join that.
Yeah.
If
There are
you're a
like,
plant person.
there are thousands of people in that group.
That's good.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I need to be more active in it. I posted this on my stories this week, and I think I've talked about it on Middle Ground kind of throughout, but I have been a lost girly pop.
It's okay.
I have just been
Floating in the water.
floating in the water, trying to figure out where I'm going, what I'm doing. And I'm feeling a little more going into 2023, and I'm excited for our episode today because of this. Feeling a little more like
In your groove.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that too.
I don't know. Maybe I'm coming out of the lost years.
The lost years floating out to sea.
I think
It's
that
okay.
I'm forever going to think of the COVID years as the lost
I
years.
know. I'm like, how is it 2023? Please inform me. I feel like it should be 2021 or something.
I feel like it should be like 2019. My brain can't even process.
Well, it's weird because like 2019 was a bad, not horrible, but like mentally it was a tough year for me. So I'm like, yeah, we can leave that in the dust. So I'm like, oh, it should be like 2021 because like I don't want to do 2020 again. I'm like, what?
My child's going to turn 2 this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I turned 30.
That's crazy.
That's not as crazy to me as the child turning 2. But
The child turning 2 is crazy.
yeah.
The child.
Yeah.
I love when the year flips because I turned 23 in September, or my birthday's in September. So like when I have my birthday, I'm like, like I always feel like it's a weird number.
You're 23 and 22 and you
Yeah.
don't like that.
No, I don't like it until it turns. I'm like, everything's fresh and I'm the year of the date. Like it feels so
For
good
the
to
next
me.
9 months.
Yeah, like it feels good. I'm like, oh, look at me. 2000s babies. You're like, yeah, welcome to our
World all the
Yeah, all
time.
the time. I had this girl in my grade actually, and so my like good friends growing up did huge New Year's parties, and I'm obsessed with New Year's because of that, because I have just nostalgia and good memories with it. Anyways, but that girl was always invited, and her birthday was January 1st, 2000.
Oh, fun.
So like it would turn like Happy New Year, and I would say Happy Birthday to her, and like I always think about her when it turns.
One of my acquaintances had their baby on January 1st this year, and they were like the first baby born in Conway of the year.
Oh, really?
So they were like in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And it was really cute.
Yeah, that is cute. So cute.
All right, you ready to hop in? Or are
Yeah,
we
grounding
moment? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. My grounding moment is that the holidays are over.
Yeah. I know.
Which makes me sound like such a Grinch, but I really enjoy the holidays and I value the time with family, but the season's always so stressful, and the way Thanksgiving runs into Christmas, and it's like
Yeah,
I just feel like a chicken with my head cut off for like 6 weeks.
literally. And you feel so behind too. Like I'm like, what day is it? What's happening? I have all this stuff to do. Like,
Well, I feel like my to-do list like doubles because it's end of year and the holidays together, but then somehow I have like half the time
Yeah.
because I'm trying to attend all the
holiday
events
things,
and
yeah.
parties and family things, and so I'm my grounding moment is just like a breath of relief moving into the new year and feeling fresh and things slowing down a little bit and really getting to enjoy that slowdown. I know a lot of people feel differently.
Yeah.
Like the holidays are over and they are sad and kind of let down that rush of things is, which I felt that way too in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
for sure.
yeah, this year I'm just really happy the holidays are over.
Someone's calling me a spam risk. No, thank you. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Do you ever think about like non-Americans that don't celebrate Thanksgiving, obviously, or even Americans that don't celebrate Thanksgiving, and you're like, wow, what a treat, because like you only do Christmas.
But I feel like for them
Or
it's
Hanukkah or whatever
just
you
as
celebrate.
crazy because it's the same thing, end of year and Christmas, and they just start their Christmas stuff earlier.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
And I feel like people in other countries that celebrate Christmas do Christmas harder.
Yeah, I could see that.
I guess not like American Christmas the same way. I don't know. It's
I don't
just
know.
different.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
just
what I
different.
mean?
I mean, I think every place and everyone in the place is different, so it's
I'm
hard.
sure people that don't celebrate Christmas have a much more peaceful end of the year.
Yeah.
Doesn't
hope
feel as
that for them.
chaotic.
Yeah. Anywho, so that's your grounding moment.
Yeah. What about you?
Fresh start.
Yeah.
I saw Lion King over Christmas break. Christmas break, like I'm a child. No.
Like Lion King live.
The musical.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, no, I saw the Lion King for the first time. No. Lion King on Broadway. It was amazing. I had never seen it, and I was just like blown away. And the first, so I went with Chris and his family, And, you know, they give us the little playbook. Okay.
The playbill.
Playbill. I was
Right?
like, that's not right. Playbook, playbill. Sorry, everyone that knows what that is. Anyways, they give us a thing, and we're like looking through it before it starts. We were there a little early, and most of the people were from South Africa. So they were like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then it starts with that song, like, Sabinya. And like literally you look around and everyone's crying. Like it is like so moving. And the girl does it like solo for the first half.
Wow.
And then like everyone comes in and then all the animals walk through the thing. I'm like, this is literally incredible.
Matt and I once spent an entire road trip trying to learn the words to that.
Oh, really?
Like learn the actual
Yeah.
words. Much more difficult than we
Yeah.
anticipated.
Like, I don't even know.
No, we didn't.
I think if
succeed.
you put like 10 people in a room and they said, okay, sing what you think it says, it would all be different.
No, I have no idea. I can tell you the melody,
Yeah.
but I don't know the words.
No. It was incredible. I was like, wow, everyone should see this for sure. And it just made me think, because I was fortunate enough to grow up doing that as a kid. So like our Christmas presents are like big presents for us. We're seeing Broadway shows. And I'm like, okay, I'm definitely doing this with my children. Like
It's a lot of fun.
so amazing. And like, I don't know. It's just, there's nothing like it. And they're so talented. And there was like little Nala and little Simba, and they're probably like 10. And they were just like belting it out, dancing. I'm like, you go. Like, that is awesome.
Yeah, it really is fun. I love that. I'm glad you got to go.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really cold though. It was
Oh, I
cold
bet.
like the first day we got there, and then the last day, because we were only there for 3 days, which seemed like we were there longer. But the last day was like 50 degrees.
Ooh, that's nice.
It was so nice. I'm like, what's happening?
It was a weird couple weeks. It's just
Yeah.
been weird, the weather.
Yeah,
I don't
it's,
know
like,
whether to wear a
hot.
coat, not wear a coat, closed-toed shoes,
I
open-toed
know.
shoes.
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm not wearing a coat, even if it's like cold. I'm like, it's too much of a hassle.
I feel that.
So, anyways, that was my granny moment.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. So, we are talking about New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals, all
New
the
year,
things.
new me.
Literally. And I feel like, I don't know if you feel this way, but I love New Year's. I've already said that. And there's like a couple people, I think there's a whole genre of people that are like, yeah, don't do New Year's resolutions. Like, you do you, all the stuff. I feel two ways about this. Yes, if you're in survival mode and you're just trying to make it through the day, I've been there. We've all been there. Yeah, probably don't set like crazy expectations. Just survive. But I don't like when people are like, oh, of course they're doing this New Year's resolution. I don't know. It's just like makes
I
me
think
icky.
people's issue with New Year's resolutions, and it is also my issue with New Year's resolutions.
For yourself or in general?
In general.
Okay.
Is I think that we put things off to better ourselves until these big,
Yeah.
like, feelings of fresh starts, you know? Like, it's like starting a new notebook.
Right.
And then the problem is, if you're waiting until you have this new notebook to start every time and you want to try and do it all at once, it's really hard to achieve and stay consistent with goals.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I think a lot of people that speak a lot on goal setting and self-improvement probably are a little anti New Year's resolutions and goals, because so often they're set in a way that actually end up setting people back, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas you and I, at least from the discussions we have had about this, I think we are both such goal-oriented and check-in kind of people that New Year's is just part of our flow.
Yeah. For sure.
Like, it's part of the check-in,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Because I'm not like, oh, waiting for it. Like, when it comes, it comes. I'm like, wow, this is really cool.
Well,
Like,
and
check in.
you
Yeah.
and I both look back and are like, okay, well, what did we say last year? Okay, we achieved these
Right.
things out of there and not this. And we're not, this year I'm going to lose
Right.
50 pounds and I'm going to go to the gym twice a day, every day. Although that is what you're doing right now.
That is what I'm doing.
So I commend you, but that, not over
I've
here.
never done it, though. So this is a new thing for me. But yeah.
I saw a thing on TikTok. So Caroline's doing 75 hard right now. And if you don't know what that is, it's 75 days in a row, gallon of water,
which is the hardest thing for me.
Really?
Hardest by far.
Oh, I already do that. So
No.
I'm in.
Like, the first day, my stomach was bloated because I was like retaining so much water. Like, I never drink that
not
much
even
water.
that much water.
I don't even drink that.
That's
I
the
drink
part that I think so interesting. I have problems with the 75 hard.
Okay, what's your problems?
I have personal
Personal
qualms.
issues?
Yeah. Okay, wait. I want to tell people what it is first, and I want you to tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
Gallon of water. 2 45-minute workouts. One of being outside.
Yes. Rain, sleet,
Right.
snow.
Outside.
Has to be outside.
10 minutes of reading a nonfiction book a day.
I do 10 pages.
Oh, is it 10 pages?
I don't know if it is. There's like a couple different versions. I
Okay.
do 10 pages.
10 pages,
Which
10
is
minutes.
really easy for me.
Whatever you vibe with.
Yeah.
And then no alcohol, no cheat meals.
Yeah.
And you have to follow a diet,
Yeah.
which is vague.
Which I don't. Yeah. Here's the thing. I do all of that.
You can make it into whatever you want.
You can make it whatever
obviously.
you want. My mom's doing the 75 soft, which is like just her version on it. And so is Chris because he works all the time.
Yeah.
I'm doing the full thing. But the meal thing, like, everyone has been DMing me and like on TikTok have been asking me, oh, what diet are you following? I literally am eating the same thing I always eat, but I already eat more healthy than normal. So it's hard for me to say.
Here's my issue with it.
Okay, what's your issue?
I don't think it prioritizes the right things. I think it prioritizes good things. But, like, we're going to say follow a diet and 0 cheat meals. Like, which means we're prioritizing food and being, like, hyper conscious of our food.
Yeah.
But we only need to read 10 pages of a book a day. We need to spend an hour and a half on our physical fitness, but only 10 minutes of reading.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. And I was talking to my mom. I mean,
It does.
Yeah.
I'm not like
From my perspective, I was talking to my mom about it because I'm like, and this might sound really arrogant, but to me, it's not that hard. This is not that hard. I'm on day 5, mind you. Like, I have 70 more days to go. But, like, in general, it's not that hard. But I'll tell you why is because I'm privileged in the way I still have to prioritize my time, but I work from home. Like, I do not
I could never do 2 45-minute workouts a day. Not because of my schedule. I have no interest in working out an hour and a half a day.
But if you think about it, like, I think about it as like going to swim practice. I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm in the gym and it's not like I'm doing like these intense hard things. Like, I'm like doodly doo, not like doodly doo, but like doing
I just
the
don't care that
treadmill
much.
and like doing the things. But I think about our swim practice days. I'm like, we were doing like 4 million times this.
Right. But we were training to be elite athletes.
I know, but I don't know. It's I'll keep you guys updated, of course, but like, it's supposed to also help your mental health, obviously, because you're like, have something to look forward to and you're like on the thing. I don't know. I think for some people it's really harmful. 1,000%.
And I think it works really well for other people.
Yes.
I saw somebody talking about they're doing 75 medium.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom's
like,
doing
I could
75
probably
soft.
do that.
Yeah. So my mom's doing like follow a diet. We're not really doing that. It's not like we're doing the whole 30 for 75 days. We're not doing that. Like, actually, I have not eaten today. Have I? No.
Caroline.
I did drink a smoothie.
It's
1:30.
1:30 p.m.
I'm usually better.
This is why it doesn't work. Okay? Her diet should be that she eats 3 times a day.
No, but it is helping me that way because I have been way better because usually 2022 me is like this. Like, I haven't eaten till 4 and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to get really better about that. And I think I'm going to order Blue Apron and do that.
Cool.
And all that stuff. But my mom's doing all the things except one 45-minute workout. It can be outside or inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That would be the hardest one for me by a long shot.
outside?
No.
Oh, working
I can
out.
do outside. That's fine. Just the working out twice a day.
But like, also I include like walking Frankie and I already do that. So I'm like, okay, that's easy. Like, I don't do like 45 minutes. Like, I don't even know how long that is mile wise. I think it's like 1.4.
I don't know. I look forward to you keeping us posted.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted for sure. But I feel like already, like yesterday, because I've also been checking in like how I feel. Like yesterday I felt so tired and I was like, I kind of need a nap. So I like took a little 15-minute power nap. And that's the other thing. I'm really listening to my body. I'm not like, oh, powering through, like doing
And that
this.
part's good.
Yeah. Today I woke up and I'm on top of the world and I'm still riding it. So like I'm very energetic.
But not eating.
But I have not eaten. I've drank coffee and have I not eaten? That seems weird to me.
I'm so concerned. I don't like that you don't remember.
I haven't eaten.
We're going to work on that.
Because Chris was ordering food.
Yeah.
As he was walking away before I recorded. So, anyways, I have been better though. Yesterday I ate 3 meals. The day before I ate 3 meals.
So that's like your first goal that you're like
that
hopping
is
in
my
on.
first, yeah.
Okay.
Big thing.
I love that.
What about you?
All of my goals this year, so I am infamous in my family for setting very measurable analytical goals that are like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I didn't this year. Everything is very vague, not vague, but much more focused around my mental health and my mental well-being and how I want to feel versus things I want to achieve.
Yeah.
And so my biggest thing that I'm taking into consideration this year is the decluttering. So my goal is, I guess, by the end of this year to just have a generally better habits and a better mental grasp on not allowing my life to go into disarray because of too many things.
Yeah.
Which I know is like very, very general, but I didn't know how to set the goal in an analytical or measurable way because the idea of like get rid of 1 trash bag of things a day or like didn't really feel like it applied because it's not so much the act of having too many things in my current life as much as it is I'm trying to change like my day-to-day behaviors and like my mental state when it comes around to things. That was really vague.
I think I know.
Caroline's like, I'm doing the 75 hard. Here are the rules. Here are the...
No.
And I'm like,
no, I think
know.
I know what you're talking about because that's on my list too, is like decluttering and keeping up on house chores. Because I think in general I know people are like, I have this on Monday and this on Tuesday. I'm not like that. I'm like, oh, we're very behind, catch up. And
That's
then
what
I go,
we do
we're
too.
very behind, catch up. I'm done with that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
exhausted.
Us too.
It's horrible. Like I told Chris, I'm like, we have to get better at this. It is literally affecting me. And our biggest thing, like I don't mind doing laundry. I can do laundry literally all day. It's the dishes.
Matt does all the dishes and Matt does the laundry and I fold laundry. Like we've been trying to
Get
like
systems.
Matt hates folding and putting away laundry. He doesn't mind to like take it out, get it in there.
Yeah.
Hates folding laundry. I'm like, I'll fold laundry all day.
Yeah.
I'll fold it all day if I don't have to remember to move it from the washer to the dryer.
No, see, I'm good at all of it. I'm good at okay,
It
what's
doesn't
dirty?
bother me to move it from the washer to dryer.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But Matt has the app on his phone for our washer and dryer
that's
now.
nice.
So he gets notifications.
That's nice. I had that when I lived in my apartment because it was like a techie one.
Yeah.
That's very life-changing.
So, anyway, I'm so sorry. I interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
But...
I interrupted you. That's like my same, like declutter. I think everyone needs to do that. You don't need enough, words. You do not need more things. And a simple life, I think, is a better one.
I'm trying not to purchase things anymore for the most part, which sounds kind of crazy. And I think it's going to make my job kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because so much of content creation and influencing is slinging product, I think. And not that I've ever been somebody that does a ton of that. But I just am over things. All things.
It's a lot.
I want to be able to like pack my stuff in a suitcase and feel good about it. I'm never going to be that person. like that's extreme, you know, to be able to just put all your belongings in a suitcase and you're like, this is
this is me.
like, that's very extreme. I will never be there. But at least not in my current mental state. I don't see myself ever being there, like with kids and with, you know.
A lot. Yeah.
But Matt and I have been talking about, we got to get rid of toys. And we don't even have that many toys.
Mm-mm.
And I still am like, we could cut this in a quarter and our kid would be just as happy.
Give her a box. Like,
she loves boxes. Boxes and markers. Like, she's like, good to go.
Town. One year that reminds me, it just sent me back straight to when I was probably 4 years old, maybe 5. I woke up and Santa Claus got me this huge, and they still make them, I looked it up, a huge like box, playhouse, but you can color on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The shit. I was like, this is the best day of my life.
My grandmother and grandfather, when I was a kid, got all new appliances one year, and they kept all the boxes and like turned it into a giant playhouse for us that we got to color on the outside of. And they were huge boxes, like refrigerator boxes, and like, so, you know, fun. Like, and there's nothing better than a box.
No, there's not.
I stand by it.
Like, the world, your oyster. You're in there and you're in a spaceship. You're underwater. Like,
we got G for Christmas, the Nugget, which is like that couch thing. It's like a thicker cushion and a little bit thinner cushion, and then it has 2 like triangle shaped cushions.
Oh wait, yeah.
I know that you've probably seen them, and you'll see it when you're at her house. But she is having the time of her life. She wants help setting it up in a million different ways. She wants to turn it into a tunnel and run in and through it. And like, she thinks it's the coolest thing since sliced bread.
I mean, it is.
So,
how cool is that?
And like, that's all we got her.
Yeah.
She's Gucci. She's thriving, you know?
She's thriving. Okay, so decluttering's for you. That's the other thing about me. It's like, I mean, in general, I usually have like good goals. This year I'm like, 75 hard, and then we'll see. But I do want to up the podcast. That was on my list. Really work on Instagram, put it out there, have you guys, reach more people.
Rate, review, subscribe, share.
All the things. I got this brand deal for my TikTok, and the girl that responded to me, so like the brand reached out and then I responded, and then another girl like responded. I was like, weird. And she said she listened to the podcast. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so fun. I love when people tell me. I'm like, thank you so much, because it means the world. So that was on my list. Now I can't remember anything.
I was going to mention podcast as one of mine as well, because I feel like in 2022, I mentioned at the beginning, the last year of my life has been maybe, I would say, 1.5 years since having G, which makes sense. Like, having a baby, growing your family, like, it definitely disrupts everything and changes everything.
Right.
And so I don't think that I've had a crazy years that weird. But on top of that, there's just been a lot of things that have happened with family, and I struggled with postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, but I wasn't ready to talk about it. I didn't feel like prepared to bring it to the table. And I feel like a lot of that impacted, like, you've been wonderful. Like, you've been a lovely friend, and like, but it's definitely impacted my ability to like give to the podcast and show up and be consistent, and so many things that I feel like we were doing really well at. So I think a big one of my goals, which is kind of sad for me to set because I always want to be moving forward, but my goal is to just get back where I was a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like I backtracked a lot last year in terms of fulfilling obligations and commitments. And I just want to get back to where my friends feel like I'm really reliable again. Everybody has been kind. Right. Everybody, like, my friends have been so understanding and lovely.
Yeah, you do that. No.
Yeah. But I also, it's important to me, like, I feel so privileged and grateful that, like, you gave me that space, and friends made that space available to me so that I could fulfill other needs and obligations in my life.
Right.
But I don't want that to become what is. I want that to be a bridge to get me back to, not even back to, but forward into,
Yeah, no,
myself
I totally
again.
get you. Yeah.
So
I think that's good.
with
cool.
the podcast. And I think that Caroline and I sat down in the fall and really went through and started planning what this year looks like. And I think that always helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, guys, I'm really pulling it out. I had a list, but I didn't write anything on it. I wrote like New Year's goals, and then I was like, no, I got this. And now I'm on the podcast. So I can't remember anything. I want to grow my TikTok. That's a good one. I want to... Guys, I'm really struggling. I don't want it to feel like, oh, I'm just doing the 75 hard, but like it really does feel like that if I can't think of anything else.
What about with photography?
Okay, here's the thing. I want to shoot probably 10 weddings, and that's it. And then we'll go from there. But nothing really, like I want to post more on Instagram. Like I want to do more content of me. So I've been deciding, because I did like a assistant job, like apply for my assistant. Never followed through. I mean, I did, but I need to like pick someone or figure it out. Because I told Chris, I'm like, if you can help me, because Chris wants to post more like about his food and all that stuff. I'm like, great, we need to do it together. But if that doesn't go well, I'm gonna do assistant, and just like content. Like I need to post, I need to do this. So I have that in my head. And yeah,
That's good. I'd love to see Chris do more food content. I really enjoy food content.
I do too, weirdly. I mean, it's not weird, but
Well, just as it's not something that's a passion of mine personally, but I really
that's why.
enjoy watching people who are passionate about it.
Right.
Because I think it helps temper my mindset on food to see other people who love it
yeah.
and are so into it. I'm like, okay, this can be enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah,
Clearly.
for sure. Yeah,
You know?
clearly. A lot of people do it. But yeah, he wants to start like more private chef business and do all that. So diving into that.
I love that.
Okay, what else is on my list?
I don't know.
Oh, so the Ledger Building, which is the world's first bikeable building. It's world's first. I thought it was just like country first. It's in downtown Bentonville, if you guys haven't heard of it. But my mother, so basically, it's a bikeable building. It's like 6 stories tall.
Explain what bikeable building means.
Okay, so that is true. I'm like, you can bike all the way inside. No, so the way it's designed is you can bike up the side of it
With a bicycle.
or you can walk it all the way to the top. And all the way up and all the way down is 0.75 miles. And you can do that. And it's really cool. And how it's designed is so amazing. And inside it is it's like a
Isn't it kind of like WeWork?
WeWork, yeah.
What WeWork was?
Yes.
Because WeWork's no more, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I was going to say WeWork, but I'm like, eh. So that's why I was pausing. Yes, it's like a WeWork. So it's shared office spaces, and you can rent out desks, you can rent out an office, you can rent out a big office, like all the things are provided. So my mom was like, I want to do that. So she signed up last year, but it just got built, so it's now open. And this is like way too much detail, but basically she can add employees. And so it's like $100 a month to add employees. So I'm like, great, guess what, Mom? I'm going to pay you $100 a month and be that. So you have like space to all the buildings.
Well, and you work for your mom often.
Sometimes. I mean, yeah, like I help her with stuff.
Frequently.
I haven't recently. Like
No, but it's like, it's enough.
it's enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like so far-fetched. Like, oh, I'm working with my mom. Like, it's not like that. So, yeah, I get what you're saying. But I'm added on her thing. And so, anyways, that is that. But I was going to say, Airship, the coffee shop that I love so much, is in the bottom floor and it's open to the public. And they are doing a really cool thing where they're charging you for to-go cups. So my deal is like, oh my gosh, that's so smart because like I'm so guilty of this, going to Airship and like, or any coffee shop and getting to go order, like doing that and throwing it away. Like that's so much waste. So they're really conscious about all of that. And so I want to order like cute, this is like more into buying, but whatever. I want to order not that many, just like 2 nice coffee mugs that I'll like, or travel mugs. And so I can take those in and out and like be.
You can use your Stanley.
I can use my Stanley, but I have my water in there.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. I got a Stanley for Christmas.
Option. I saw it over there.
Chris got me that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of other really awesome options too.
Yeah, amazing. So, but yeah, I think that's so smart because even in like any coffee shop you go to, I believe you can say, here, can you fill this up?
I take my own cup.
Yeah.
A lot. What I will say is some people changed protocol during COVID.
Oh, yeah, that makes
and
sense.
so some things have shifted and changed, but a lot of places are offering it again. It's kind of hit or miss.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to ask, which I'm sure it was that way before, but just a lot of businesses changed the way they do it through that time. So just ask.
Just ask. But yeah, especially if you're local to NWA, Airship is really, I think, the best about that. And we were talking to the owner this morning. I was like, you're like killing it with like, you know, less waste and all stuff. He's like, yeah, like, he's like, we're not trying to make money off the to-go cups. Like, that's not what we're doing. We're, you know, trying to reduce waste. And like, it's so important. And just for people to be, you know, thinking of
aware.
it, like, yeah, aware of.
Well, people
oh my
aren't
gosh.
aware of how much they go through in terms of disposable.
Yeah, a lot.
We've started using, not exclusively, but for the majority of our kitchen use, we've been doing cloth paper towels, like real towels, but we got them that are cut into the size roughly of paper towels, and when you finish washing them, you put them on a roll.
Yeah,
so you can pull them off like paper towels still, and that's made a huge difference for us. We go through paper towels like crazy. Infinitely slower now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because we have those.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we still keep real paper towels stocked, but we don't use them as often.
Yeah.
It's just little changes like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's such a catch-22 because I know as everybody listens, the big argument that's made is like the majority of waste and things is made by consumer products and like businesses. But the less you buy paper towels, the less you're buying from some of those consumer businesses. And, you know, it's all
a cycle.
Yeah. We all have a little piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Do your part for sure. But we bought, I think I said this on the podcast, but I bought Chris a sparkling water dispenser.
Yeah.
Because we buy sparkling water so much and it's plastic, or we buy sometimes the Topo Chicos, which are my favorite, but they're pricey. So I'm like, okay, listen, buddy, I didn't say this, it was a present, but I bought it and it's really helped. Like, we haven't bought any.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like it. I think I said this again on the podcast, but I'll be curious to see how fast we go through it, because I got like 2 of the carbon dioxide containers, and like I do think so far that it's worth our money, like, because those are like $60.
I'll be curious for you to continue and update us.
Yeah, but we love it. And like when guests come, we had like our friends come over last weekend, and like we're like, who wants sparkling water? And it's like there, like, it's so nice, not like bottles and bottles we're passing out.
I love that.
So yeah. Oh, another one is the food. Like, I want to get better at, like, again, buying or purchasing Blue Apron every month. Like, I got to figure out a system of like how to feed my own self and not rely on Chris or going out to eat and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm really bad. That is horrible.
That was one of my goals last year, and I have significantly improved.
That's good.
I'm not good. I still have a long ways to go, but I was looking, kind of comparing last year to this year, and I ate out so much less in 2022 versus 2021. So I was like, that's a really good move.
Start. Yeah, for sure.
And I want to continue that. Okay, this is my last thing on my goal list that I set to bring here and talk is I want to finish out in 2023 our living space and our bedroom. Like I want it to feel done by the end of the year.
That's good.
And again, I don't know how silly that sounds to other people, but I'm somebody that just tends to take my time because I am always hesitant to just go all in and do it all at once. And I want to really collect and fill my home with things that are from my life and my adventures rather than things I like sought out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Or that it just looks good to look
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And so but those are the 2 rooms. I told Matt, I said, this year, that's the goal. Our bedroom.
The living room on the right.
The whole living.
Okay, gotcha.
Both. All the way back. So the thing that I feel like we really need more than anything is like we need artwork, we need pillows, we need just some of that filler stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot.
And I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Your mom's been infinitely helpful and all that. And Brittany Teague's helping me some, which has been awesome. And we're getting there.
Yeah. It's not a...
I told Matt, I
race.
aspire to one day just be able to hire a designer to just give a check to, and they do the entire thing. And I don't pick anything, and then I just get to go live there.
Yeah.
That would be dreamy.
I know. But would it be? It's like kind of boring.
Well, I would love, if I thought I had the talent to curate it and do it myself,
that's
that's
true.
way
That is
cooler.
true. Yeah. Like,
Don't
for
get me
someone like
wrong.
me, I'm like, what? I want to pick it.
I keep trying to do it myself.
No, I get
and
what you're saying.
I told Matt, I said, and I just look around and I feel so disappointed because I look around at the things that I've picked and tried, and I'm putting in max effort.
Yeah.
And I don't feel good about
Right.
it.
And you should feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying.
I mean, if you have the talent, girl,
Go for it.
you do it. I think that's awesome.
The world's your oyster. Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be any certain way. Like, we live fine in our home.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a, like, dream.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Oh, I also want to save money, like a lot of money this year.
Okay.
That was on my goal
Did you
list.
set, like, number goals?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No, I want to
We're
save
going to
a
have
lot
to do
of
that.
money. In my, so again, you have to read 10 pages of book. My book is the Financial Feminist by
Oh, yeah.
her first 100K. Her name's Tori something, but she's great. And so I'm reading that book, and it's like, it's almost making me mad, like reading. It's a good mad. Like,
Mad
it's
at yourself or mad at her?
No. I love her. And I really like her wording on everything she says, because she says, like, I come from a place of privilege. Like, she's very good about stating those things. And she said throughout the book there will be like little clippets of quote unquote real people that are like all different backgrounds, and it's all based on like women and like how women are raised thinking about money and like all the things. It's supposed to like change your life, and so far it's kind of like wow. But the first chapter is like about from when you're little, like how boys have different toys than us, and it's like how, you know, we're like as children, we're like, here's a doll, care for this, instead of like, here's Legos and build it. Not that like I didn't have Legos or girls can't play with Legos, but it's like just things like that you don't think of.
If you look at what's geared toward men
Yes.
versus what's geared toward women.
And we're like, it's like taboo to talk
It's
about
changing.
money, and for sure it's changing. And I think, you know, hopefully our generation of children, if I have kids, will be better because now we have the knowledge. But yeah, I would recommend it to anyone. It's really interesting.
Why were you angry though?
Oh,
That?
I was just not angry. Like, again, I wasn't like
Or frustrated, whatever it was.
And it said like you will feel a little anger because it's like, oh my gosh, because like you're thinking. And she was raised, she said, like, in a family that talked about money all the time. Like, this is money and this is the way, and this, not like this is the way, but it was very talked about in her
They
household.
taught financial management.
Yes. I didn't come from that, which is fine. But I think a lot of people don't. And so she was saying, like, you know, that is such a privilege in itself growing up like that. So now I'm going to use my tools to teach women, which I think is amazing. And so just like little things, it just like make me angry. I'm like, ugh. Not
That
in a
it's
bad
not
way.
accessible.
Like it fuels
Yeah.
my fire.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. So
I'm excited that you're doing that and that you're reading about it.
yeah.
I think financial literacy is one of the most life-changing things that you can have. I really do. Because even if you're in a situation where you have debt or you have a very small income or whatever it is, having the tools and understanding of what to do and what options are available to you expands your opportunities just
For sure.
in an unlimited capacity.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
For sure. But yeah, I can't recommend her enough. And if you don't follow her, it's her first 100K on Instagram and TikTok, I believe. But she's great.
Love it. Does that about wrap us up?
That about wraps us up. Happy 2023, everyone.
I can't believe it. I want to hear y'all's New Year's goals and
Yes.
resolutions, though. So Monday, whenever this drops, we'll put a post in our Facebook group for you guys to drop in comments. And that's also a really great place for you guys to connect with one another, that if you have similar goals or resolutions as other people in the Middle Ground podcast group, make little groups and
Yeah.
hold each other accountable and check
sure.
in, talk with each other. I think that the biggest help I've ever had toward achieving goals is having people that I'm doing it with
Yeah.
to
Having community.
talk
for
about
sure.
progress and to check in with me and to help myself hold me accountable. So we'll pop that in there, and we'll also probably do something on stories so that you guys can chat there and we can share what some people are setting as goals and resolutions this year.
And all
Yes.
things. Yes.
Okay. Join our Facebook group,
We
review
love
us,
you
rate
guys.
us, subscribe.
We'll be back next
Follow
week.
Caroline on TikTok.
Follow me on TikTok. Goodbye.
Bye.